hear myself through my headphones. Yes, man. Like, I feel real good about this right now.
Pay attention, because you are now listening to Permission to Speak Freely.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other night for no reason, guess what? You're going to get kicked out of the United States Navy. You know how they tell us that we should be careful what we do on social media because there could be real life consequences? Hi, my name's Real Life Consequence. I've done a thorough background check and now I know everything about you. I know what little town in Texas you're from. I know your name, your phone number, your email address. I've seen your disciplinary records. I know the names of all of your family members, including your dead mother and your daughter who turns 2 next week and her mother who's going to have to pay for all the birthday presents this year because you came into my live stream and saw a black man who was talking about Pokemon cards and video games and you assumed, yeah, he's not going to do anything if I call him slurs repeatedly even though he's trying to help me. Turns out I am going to do something. Turns out there are so many things I can do because I have all the screenshots. I have all of the recordings. I know that after you left my live stream, you went into someone else's and started talking about how much you love Jesus and God and the Bible. So maybe I should send that evidence to the church you go to in that little town we both know about. I know exactly which boat in the Navy you serve on, and I know the names of black sailors that serve on the same boat as you. Maybe I'll send the clips to them as well. But only after I send them to the Naval Inspector General's office because I'm getting you fired. I'm getting you kicked out of the Navy. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There is no apology I will accept. There is no excuse I will listen to. There is no money you could offer me. You're getting fired. And when you're working the graveyard shift in an Amazon warehouse and your back hurts and your feet hurt and those white bright lights are beating down on you and the teenager who still has his life ahead of him walks up to you and says, "What are you doing here?" Tell him the truth. Tell him about me.
Leave Tamo alone, man. Whatever his name is, Tamo, leave that man alone, man. Which one of y'all messed with that guy, man? You know, who messed with him, yo?
Hey, so I seen this skit pop over my social media, but I didn't look at it, bro. I didn't know it was the whole thing.
Real.
I mean, it's real. No, it's real. But I just saw it pop up, but I didn't look at it though. O-M motherfucking G. Golly. He went in, bro. He went in, bro. God.
Lex Luthor. Super villain on it, dude. Leave him alone, man.
I tell you, hey, go ahead, Damon.
No, I was just going to say the crazy thing is whoever he talked about is viral too, but you just can't say you. You can't say it's you. Like imagine being viral, but you can't say you the one, man.
Yeah, you about to go real viral though. We about to know who you are real soon. And I tell you this, hey, I don't know if you're gonna get kicked out, but you might wish you was kicked out if he sent that thing like all the people he said he was gonna send it to. Oh my God.
And I saw the videos. Like I saw like what the person did. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to help the person and the person was just continuously doing like these racial slurs, just like unwarranted. You know what I mean? Like just knocking them out. I do want to say this though. Don't mess with somebody who is pretty much their day-to-day thing to make TikToks and stream. You don't mess with people. Like he's going to make content out of your ass, yo.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. The dude make content out of your ass. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He been waiting for a moment like this.
Has this ever happened to you before, Demo?
What?
Has this ever happened to you before? Slurs and stuff? Like somebody call you, like I have got slurs me, man. I'm playing Mad Man before and somebody just come over, man, and just call me all type of name for no reason, man. Like nothing. Like we just playing a video game. This was I was younger. Yeah, online. When I was younger, playing Madden, just playing the game, bro. Just come over there just saying dumb shit, bro. Okay, here I talk. Time I start talking, they know I'm African American, black, and they just go in, bro. Like, no, but me, I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm still gonna bust your ass. Like, boop. I was still like busting his ass or whatever, but it was crazy, man. Yeah.
I never played no game online.
Online? Yeah.
Yeah, probably like a few times, but not a lot. Well, it happened in real life. I mean, I know it probably happened in your real life too, but it happened in real life in South Philly, which was surprising. You know what I mean? Do we really think, I know, and you alluded to it earlier, but do we really think something's going to happen to this person?
I do think if he sent it to everybody he said he's going to send it to, I do think he probably he can go to you know, he can get some disciplinary action put on him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't kicked out. I don't know about that. That I don't know if that's going to happen.
That ain't getting you kicked out.
Nah, but he might can go to mass or something for it though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying. I wonder. I don't know, man. It sounds kind of crazy. I wonder who it was, but people know. I'm sure, like all the information that he said he got, I'm sure it came from other sellers, like the other sellers that he reached out to.
100%, bro. 100%, man. 100%. That's man. Hey, you got to watch. You right though, Dumbo. You hit it on the head, man. You got to watch yourself. You got to know your audience. You got to know who you talking to, man. These days, man. You got to know what the hell going on, man. You fuck with the right one. They got something for your ass. And this dude kept saying it. I got something for your ass. That's pretty much what he was saying.
He said that church you go to on that little town, yo. He said, I'm real life consequences.
That was funny as shit, bro. That was funny as shit.
What's up with you, man?
Yeah, man. Pretty much my turnover's complete, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I am looking at stuff, man. I'm just, just looking around, bro, having some fun, man, talking with sailors and seeing what I got, seeing what I got to do, see what I'm going to try to implement, to help out as much as I can, bro. But I'm just excited. I go to school this weekend. I leave this weekend to go to school next week, man. I'm pretty excited about that. And then, man, I get back, and I'm ready to rock and roll, man. They try to put my spin or put what I do on display, bro. And hopefully it work out for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, also, I know you big, heavy football guy, right? Football season?
Yeah, man. Heavy football. Today is the first day to start the season of the NFL season. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. And you guys already know, if you watch the pod, that Dumbo is the biggest Philly fan. Well, big Philly fan.
Yeah.
And they won the Super Bowl last year. So, hey, how about starting the season off with the Super Bowl champs against, so-called America's team. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's a good game tonight, man. I think it's going to be good, man. I can't wait to see, the outcome. We're going to get in on it a little bit late. But, hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, but we ain't going to be here long. We supposed to have a guest. Guest ain't here. Don't know where Tisha is. But so, we ain't going to be here long. We don't even got that many topics, man. The episode was supposed to be about the guests. Like, we was just going to talk to the guests straight up. Questions. We ain't had no topics. So we don't got that many topics, y'all. We going to be here for a quick second. This might not even be an episode. This might be a by the way. This is going.
By the way.
The way this is going, man.
For real, man.
Yeah. So you amped up about football, huh?
Yeah, man. I amped up about football, man. And it's every year for me, man. My college team played last week, man. Ole Miss, they did well. They got a SEC game coming up this weekend. So I'm looking forward against Kentucky. I'm looking forward to seeing that on Saturday. Might not see it on Saturday. I'll be traveling, but hopefully I get to see that. And then the 49ers play, of course, they're going to whack Seattle ass this weekend, man. So what's been going on with you, man? What you been up to?
Nothing much. I got a question for you, though. It's games damn near every day now with football.
Hey, that's a little bit crazy for me, man. Like, I ain't never seen it that much, but I don't know. I had to look at the schedule and see if that's the norm or it's just the first week they do. We talking about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, bro. That's 5 days, bro, of football. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out if that's the norm. I hope it is. I ain't mad at it, but that's a lot of football, bro. That's a lot of wings, man. That's a lot of beers being drunk, man. That's a lot of,
you don't gotta do that every game, bro.
Hey, man, every game, man. You gotta be ready.
Hey, I tell y'all what, man. We might be there by kickoff. The way this thing set up today, y'all. To be honest with y'all, man. I'm on leave, man. I got hit up about being a guest speaker at a khaki ball, bro. Like somebody asked me to be a guest speaker at a khaki ball, and I turned it down because the day before that, literally the day before that, one of my friends from high school called, man, and whenever I have a chance to link up with him, his mom just passed too. So whenever I have a chance to link up with him, I want to. I live in the DC area. His son goes to Howard. So on the 19th, he set something up for me to sync with his son, meet his son, get his son number, and pretty much be his son's emergency contact. So that's what we gonna do on the 19th. So I had just promised him that was gonna happen, and that's important. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for that?
No, man. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's why people reach out, though. People reach out. They don't know what you got going on. You always can have something going on. So that's good. They reached out. They asked the questions. You answered. You gave, and you gave them more information you probably needed to. So I think
I ain't tell them that.
Oh, you ain't tell them that? Okay.
You know, when they asked me, I'm like, damn, you know, I got something going on that day at that time. And then they was like, everybody got no. So first when they asked me, I'm like, well, what's up? They was like, yo, you a good speaker. We want you to come speak. I'm like, okay, yes. My ability to speak is finally being acknowledged. You know what I mean? And I don't know that I'm the greatest speaker. I say the word like way too much than I want to say, right? But also say the word right too much. So I'm like, yes, I'm finally being acknowledged. And then when I said I had something going on, she's like, dang, everybody got something going on. So it made me think like, damn, like how far down the line was I for the people you call? Like you just made me think I'm the man, like I'm a good speaker. Now you got me thinking I was number 9 on the list. Like, damn, you know what I mean? But either way, I felt really humble, and it would have been an honor to go. I can't wait to go to somebody khaki ball and talk. You know what I mean? I had to do it one time at one of ours because I was cleaning up from the season I led because we had a guest speaker, but I wanted to like kind of re-inject some energy into like the night, stuff like that, and get people kind of up.
Yeah. Well, Damo, I will say, man, hey, you know, you got invited, man. You up on me, man. I ain't even got invited yet, man. I'm working on my speaking skills, man, since nobody think I can speak shit. So, you know what I mean? I'm working on it, though, man. One day I get my opportunity, man.
Yeah, and I would have wanted more time, too. It's like, I want to kind of think about how I'm going to frame this. And then whenever I do that, I just wing it anyway, right? But
yeah,
who knows? I did speak at my Mass Chief pinning thing. Did you see that? Did you watch it?
No. I watched some of it. Damo.
Why you ain't watch it, man? That was a test. I knew you ain't watch my job, man. You gotta support me, dog. That was like Tisha's retirement speech, man. I was like, yo, let me tear this. Like 30 seconds later, I was like, man, let me tear this off. And I love Tish, man. I was supposed to watch the whole thing, and it seemed like it was great. Yeah. I gotta finish it. Shout out to Tish. I don't know where Tish at right now, but shout out to her. Hopefully she listening to this at this time. And so I'm on leave. I'm trying to devote time to my family, bro.
Yeah.
Awkward time. I'm going to a new command that's, I'm not going to say ready for me to get there, but I'm getting a lot from the new command because they just need a CMC. Like they have a CMC, but when she leaves, she's going to be gone for like 10 days. It's really like no time that this command should be without a CMC. But we got a 10-day gap. For me, I'm really prioritizing family right now, making up for lost time, doing things that I can't always do in the general workflow with my wife and my daughter, helping out, things like that I either can't do or it's a super hassle. Like when we work and we doing shit until 11 o'clock at night, most nights. Yeah. You know, so now that that's not happening, I could get stuff done during the day, but it's still not enough time in the day, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's just not enough time in the day. I go to the gym and it's damn near time to get Amari from daycare. That's an everyday thing. You know, I've been trying to kind of go room to room and do things that haven't been getting done in the house really since we had a baby. It's just harder to do shit. Even get people, shout out to Aaron. Aaron invited me to go run a marathon. You know, or people just invite me, bro. People call my phone as soon as I see the phone ring. Hey, don't stop calling my phone, y'all, because people listen to this podcast and they start taking things like super serious and literal. People call my phone as soon as I see the phone. I'll be like, damn, what do they want, bro? Like, you don't know. I got a 20-month-old, man. Like, I don't have time for nothing.
When is the marathon?
It happened. No, it wasn't even a marathon. It was the run. It was like a monument run. So Aaron is running a marathon in October. I think it's the Marine Corps joint. But This was the monument run for like the Chiefs season around DC.
Oh, okay.
I saw pictures. And, whenever you miss something, you see pictures and look like that was the best day ever. Like, yeah, they were so motivated out there.
Yeah.
That's it though. I really been. It's a Pride Day coming up this weekend, and I'm probably gonna go there. But I really been devoting a lot of time to family. I've been getting hit up with charges now, and stuff like that. Normal stuff.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. That's good stuff, man. That's what it's about, man. It's Chief season, baby.
Yeah, Chief initiation, man. Chief.
Yeah, initiation. My bad. Yeah, Chief initiation, man.
I was listening to us talking about it. I had a clip. I didn't even put it out, man. I'm like, I don't even want to put this out here. People, be like, it's called initiation, man.
Yeah.
Before we started, I was thinking about something. So I was at a DRB, and I'm not a fan of DRBs, bro. Like, I don't like them. I own them, right? In a sense, I own them. I'm not a fan of them things, man. I'd rather not be there. I was at the DRB at the command I'm going to, and I was talking to somebody. I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to be here. like at the DRB, I don't know if the Chiefs was like ready to hear me say that, but I'm like, yo, I don't want to be here. This is a waste of time, man. I'm like, this is a waste of your time. It's a waste of everybody in here time. Because I feel like the approach that they probably wanted was we care about you. That's why we here. I care about you too. I don't want to be here, bro. Like, what are we doing here? So, but I'm at one DRB, and that's how I got somebody to be honest. They were just fucking lying, bro. And it's not necessarily the command I'm going to, it's just a command. So I'm like, look, I'd rather, I'm like, this is a very dumb story. It's very stupid. Like, it's just not good. I would rather know that you did something stupid because you wanted to do something dumb and stupid than like feel like this is the way that you think. The way this story is unfolding don't sound like something that you should want to stand on. I would rather stand on I made the wrong decision and I did some dumb shit than I had all great intentions in mind and I did 8 different dumb things that just don't make no damn sense. And when I said that, it got through to the person quick. And they switched up they was like, yeah, I can't lie, man. I was lying. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, don't lie. Like, and my whole thing with them DRBs and all that stuff, let's get down to business, bro. Let's get in, get out. Let's fact find. Don't lie. Let's get up out of this joint. I'm not trying to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing when it comes to DRBs, bro.
Hey, man. DRBs is crazy, man. But I'm with you with that, Domo. I'm the same way, man. Like, let's get in there. Let's get the information. If sailors are lying and they ain't gonna tell the truth, let's get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all this, man. But I tell you now, man, it's like I want all sailors to know this, man. Hey, man, the social media platforms and things like that, man, like we got pictures, we got cameras, we got so much shit, man. So when you come up in that line, man, be prepared, man. Like I may have more information than I'm acting like I got, man. Like I didn't know it wasn't me. And I got 8 cameras on you, bro. When you try to take that shit from the micro mart, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like 8 cameras.
It's a camera that got your hand. They got cameras on the damn carton of milk you taking.
Bro, you sure that wasn't you? I just turned that TV on, bro.
You might as well have a GoPro on, dog.
For real, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy work.
Yeah. Speaking of crazy work, the holiday party's on the horizon, bro. Holiday party's coming up. And I know that I've been to a command, and you've been to a command too, where cat keys used to turn gifts back in.
Yeah.
I'm a culprit of that. I turned in gifts 2 years straight. The big gift, I'm talking about the big gift from the raffle, right? I turned in a PlayStation 4, I want to say, and I turned in a big screen TV, like a big ass, like a 75 or something. As a matter of fact, I didn't turn the 75 in. I turned it. So, for both of those, what I mean by turning it in is I denied the raffle ticket. Like I didn't accept the raffle ticket. So the big screen went to some junior seller who sold that shit like a week later. I was mad about that a little bit. But it was too big for his bags room. He's like, yo, it's too big for my bags room. So he sold it. He got rid of it. He could have I would have took it, And then the PlayStation, I don't know what happened with the PlayStation, but we turned the gift in. So I believe, and this might not be true, so I can't confirm this, But what I heard is that our CO didn't like khakis. And I'm trying to get you in it too. Did you hear this, Dave? I'm trying to get you caught up in it too. Didn't like khakis receiving gifts. Did you ever hear that? Like just the rumor?
I did hear that, man. I did hear that.
Yeah.
Not from the horse's mouth though. Yeah, but I did hear that, man.
So it's a reason I ain't accept mine though.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it, bro. I'm accepting my gifts. I'm telling you right now, I ain't giving shit up.
So, the only reason I ain't accept mine because I was the MWR chief.
Okay.
That was like kind of because I ain't want nobody to be like, it's rigged. Because I was winning the big joint. I'm winning the big joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I'm like, that's the only reason. But I also did hear that the CO ain't like that.
Yeah.
And so my question is for, I guess, the junior sellers that's listening and the senior leadership that's listening, the senior sellers is like, for the senior sellers, would you turn your gift in if you received the big gift? PlayStation 5, VR set, whatever. And then for the young sellers, do you expect like khaki to turn their gift in? Like, I'm interested in that.
That's good questions. Good questions, man. Hey, junior sellers, man, think for real on this, man. Don't be giving us, because I'm telling you right now, man, I'm taking that gift, man.
Yeah, and them holiday parties coming up, y'all. And look, man, don't make brief command history this year, yo. Some people be trying to make brief command history at the holiday party, man. Yeah, coming back to work, 2 black eyes, busted lip. I then got into a car accident, vehicle accident, drinking, wasn't supposed to be drinking, crazy stuff. And even, this ain't excluded to no rank. Because all ranks go wild at holiday parties. Be careful this year. Don't do nothing crazy.
Be careful, man. Don't be trying to start drinking at noon, man. Sit down somewhere, man.
Pre-gaming the holiday party?
Pre-gaming, man. Sit down somewhere, man. I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, bro. It's not, man. Don't get them C notes. Don't get your C notes taken away from you. You know what I mean? Don't get that money. Don't get that money taken away from you, bro.
For real.
Admiral dropped his C notes.
Yeah, man. I like the C notes, man. Like, but you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with your C notes, man. I like it, man. It seemed like for me, I don't know about you, man. Like, I would like to see it, unfold too, though. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for, man. Like, we could talk a big talk and we could do this and do that, man. But that's a lot of moving parts in those C notes, man. You know what I mean? So I just want to see it happen. I think it will. I think it will, man. I'm confident in it, but I just want to see it, man. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in a position too that I'll be able to see it instead of being like, okay, make this happen. Let's do this. No, I should be able to see, these things unfold. I can get on here and I want to come back on here and praise it, man. Be like, yeah, this just happened.
I got a question about some of this because we're gonna dig into the C notes, right? A little bit, right?
Yeah.
But my question about some of this, and this don't got nothing to do with nobody, but I was thinking about this like last week. So if the CNO says to do something, right? The executor of most of those things is not the CNO, right? It's gonna be somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be the person directly under the CNO when it comes to rank and responsibility, right? Most likely it's not going to be, right?
Yeah.
That's like most likely like a fleet admiral or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So most likely that and I don't mean by just putting out the vision and instilling, inculcating things into the command. I mean like the actual things that take the work to do, right? It's not going to be that person. And it's probably not going to be the person that's like directly under that person either, right?
Yeah.
Or the person that's directly under that person either, right? And again, like I said, this is not a knock. I'm not even thinking about the CNO right now. But my thought process is like, with so much leadership in the military, where does the work start, or where do we expect the work to start?
Yeah, that's a great question, Dumbo. When I say this, man, that's where I went to, and I say it's a lot of moving parts to this. You know what I mean? Like he said in here that like he talked to leadership, right? But man, when you say leadership, that goes a long ways, man. Like who? You know what I mean? But I think that's what you have to do as a CNO. Be like, okay, hopefully I struck a nerve by putting this out. And I know he did. I know he didn't put this out and haven't talked to them already. I'm sure they was on Teams, you know what I mean? Or some type of thing. And they already talked about this. And hopefully we talked to it in a way that it can happen. And we ain't talking about dreams. We are talking about things that we can make happen, because we talk about money. We talk about, infrastructures and installations. This ain't little projects we talking about here.
Yeah, but and like I said, I'm gonna get into the C notes in a second. Yeah. But if you and your so you come from 9 times out of 10, right? Mick Pine charges up the leadership mess or something like that, right? So forces, fleets, flag mess, whatever. 9 times out of 10, he charged them up. That leadership mess then charges up whatever echelon mess is kind of like next level there. Somewhere it gets to you as a CMC, right? And then you as a CMC now is charged up with inspiration and tasking and things that need to get done. But yet your natural thing is going to be to charge it to your chief's mess, right? Like, hey, coming back inspired, got all these things that need to get done. Most of that work part of it, you're not going to be executing. Like, it's about inspiring and motivating and giving the visions and stuff like that. A lot of that work part, you're not going to be executing. So my question for you is your expectation that your chiefs go ahead and execute this stuff, or that they now go and inspire and charge the echelon under them, which would be like their LPOs to go execute and do the work?
Well, we're gonna have a discussion. I think me and my mess will have a discussion about it, right? I can't execute until I got something to execute with. You know what I mean? Like, so we can talk about it, we can be motivated, but where's this, if it's something that we can handle, like something that we can physically do, that could be different though. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, we can do this. And then we come up with a plan, we come up with a vision, and we'll do this, whatever. But that's a tough question, Dumbo. Like, cause you're right. It's a lot of moving parts to that.
Scratch that. It's your vision. It's your vision, right? Who do you expect to do the physical work required for your vision?
My mess.
And I know it's different. Your mess. So
yeah.
You expect the mess to actually do the work.
No, I expect the mess to take my vision on, right? And then they can, whatever they want to get it done, they can have whatever their teams are, they whoever in charge of this or charge of that, they take that on and they get it, they make it happen.
Yeah. So now when I'm thinking back now about it, it's about accountability, right? You need somebody to say why it's not done or what's the status. You need somebody to turn to say that. So that would be your mess. Whereas the CNO, when you go all the way up, the CNO would do that too. But I just think we got this big ass ladder of delegation. And I'm not critiquing it or nothing. It's just an observation that I kind of made recently. We got this big ass leadership ladder of delegation, and it's long as hell. It's a bunch of people with a bunch of visionaries, and then you finally get somewhere near where the work is happening. And I think some of that Abe Lincoln book got me thinking about that. And it's still I'm sorry for the listeners. Like I said, this might be by the way, because that might be a premature thought in my brain. I'm like, damn, who do we expect to carry out the work?
Yeah.
I know some of the CNO stuff that we're about to get into, he probably has agents of like established agents to do some of this work that he's talking about. So I'm not really talking about him when it comes to this, but I'm like other stuff. Like we've had different programs come up in the past in the Navy that did not seem like it went past like somebody else's wish list or somebody else's dream. I can name a couple. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. My dad just hit me up. He tried to get to the Eagles game, bro. He tried to use my Peacock access, I think.
He tried to use my access.
He can't do it. All right. So onto the C notes, right?
Yeah.
I took some screenshots of these C notes, And I guess we just start at the beginning. So it's a nav admin, and he said he gonna do this a lot. What I like about him, and one thing that I observed with President Trump was coming in firing, right? Like coming in and having something. It was kind of like the Clips rollout if you're a hip hop person. Like every week, it was something to say about the damn near every day. It was something new to say about the Clips. Oh, did you see their Tiny Desk? Oh, did you see their Colors performance? Oh, did you see this interview? Did you see this? Did you see this? And that's what Trump kind of did when he first went. Him and Elon was just hitting people over the head. This happening, this happening, this happening, this happening, this happening. I think if CNO like keep that energy up, I think it'd be cool seeing that happen. A lot of times we do get new people in these high positions, but sometimes, and we know the work they do, but sometimes it's not always evident. Like it ain't like clearly visualized. So to see him do what he did on a carrier and then come back and on a carrier, he talked about the C note and then come back and it's a C note. By the way, that CNO All Hands is on YouTube. That shit ain't have that many views, y'all. Go watch that joint. You know what I mean? Like, so it says Nav Admin 18825. Subject C note number 1, sellers first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Remarks 1. You want to read this first one?
Yeah. I got it, man. Hey, lifeblood of the Navy is the sailor. Well trained, connected, supported, and fitted to fight. In every ocean around the world, our nation's security interests are challenged by increasingly complex threats. Underpinned by our warrior ethos, we will rise to that challenge. For 250 years, we have been a world-class fighting Navy, and our strength lies in our sailors. Our teamwork and esprit de corps are strengthened by our core values and devotion to our mission. Man, I like hearing that, Dumbo. Like, to me, that first, when you say come off firing, we're talking about sailors right there, man. Right? That's where we're talking about well-trained, connected, supported. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's what, as sailors, we want to hear, man. Like, right? Yeah. Like, especially like supported, man. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of things going on. Sometimes you just need that support, man. Sometimes you just need to be empowered. Sometimes you just need to be trained, right? People don't know how far that goes by itself when it comes to leadership, man. You come to work every day, you go months and months, and you haven't did one day of training. How are we going to train our replacements, right? If we ain't training our replacements, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, things like that I be thinking about, man. I think, but I like this portion. I like the teamwork, you know, side of it, man. And that's the stuff we need, man. We need stuff like that, man. So I like the sailor first thing.
Yeah, and it is what it says it is, right? Sailors first.
Yeah.
Sailors first. First thing he did, go on to Truman. First thing he did, put out the C note about sailors. And the first thing on there says sailors first. So that's the energy so far, you know? The second part says we must resource the Navy our nation needs. So we must resource the Navy our nation needs. I'm committed to the well-being of our sailors and their families, providing them with state-of-the-art platforms, world-class facilities, and dependable support through our total sailor and family action plan. We will leverage the insights and lessons learned from the past to improve and rebrand our Culture of Excellence initiative to its new focus, total sailor, fit to fight. Right? So that's putting the sailor at that kind of top of the pyramid.
Yeah.
And everything else kind of bleeds off from that. And that was the last speech I said at my command when I was leaving. I'm like, everything we do is for sailors. Every single action you take is for sailors. And don't ever forget that. You know?
Yeah.
Even at any command, anything you do is all for sailors.
Yeah. That's definitely. The next one, man. Today, I have directed your Navy leadership to take the steps necessary to ensure that no sailor will live afloat. We will invest in unaccompanied and family housing in addition to optimizing our new BH authority to ensure every sailor resides in housing that is clean, comfortable, and safe. Hey, that's at the top of everything right now, man. These barracks rooms, you going in there, they freaking jacked up, mold, all type of craziness going on. If I didn't heard anyway.
Yeah.
Staying on the ships, he said it right there, man. Don't want nobody staying on a float. I grew up in 90s, you know what I mean? Yeah. I stayed on that great thing, man. So, but I understand it, man. Look, hey, if I could have stayed in housing back then, I would have loved it too, man. I don't get it twisted, man. So that's good. And again, what the name of this C note? Sailors first, man. Right there. We are talking about sailors, mostly the young sailors who stays on board the ship anyway, right? So we are talking about young sailors and getting them out there. So when they get done working or they getting off of deployment, they got somewhere to decompress. They got somewhere to chill at. They got somewhere they can call their own, right? So again, I like that. But that takes some work though. That's not a little job. That's money. Right.
Well, I heard the money thing was because it says like in addition to optimizing our new BAH authority. I think some of that stuff been already kind of good to go, but it was other steps needed to be taken in order to make things happen legally, like legislative stuff. I think I don't want to go too crazy, but I heard it's a couple steps already kind of been taken there.
Okay.
My question and my thought process, and if somebody know a little bit more, let us know, please. But my question and my thought process is again, man, the geo bachelors, man. Like, can the geo bachelors have an option to live on a ship, or can we do something about geo bachelors? Like, even if we make it hard to be a geo bachelor, like legitimately, but can we do something to make it legitimate?
Yeah,
you know, not everybody, especially when we go on billet based, and we want people to take jobs, stuff like that. Not every place you go, not every job you're gonna take, your family is able to go with you.
Yeah,
it's just not the case.
Yeah, those facts, though. You know it, and I never been a geo bachelor, so I never really like looked into it like in depth. Yeah. But I heard you talk about it before. My whole thought process was right. Like, you got families that got careers. You got kids that's coming up and want to stay where they at so they can finish high school. It's so many things that can come up to say, you know, my family is not moving with me, so I'm gonna be geo bachelor, and we don't have anything like you talking about in place for that. That's you know, it's kind of crazy. So I'm with you, man. We should have something put in place to for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Some of our spouses got better jobs than us, and they didn't necessarily. We signed up for this. Like, they didn't necessarily sign up for this. Like, and it ain't like we the Beatles and like this touring act that's making millions of dollars or nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like so that's my thoughts on that. Like, we definitely need. I think we should think about geo bachelors.
Yeah. 100.
He says, during my term, we will transform our galley facilities to ensure they are designed to meet the nutritional needs and choices of our sellers' modern day lifestyle. It is paramount that we modernize food safety to deliver healthy and flexible options. This is another thing that's not necessarily new. You know, it's good to see him shining a light on it, but the healthy, and it's a lot of newness here, but I don't think CNO would be saying some of this stuff if he didn't know that it was some actuality to it. Like, this shit is going to happen. He's not about to sit here and make false promises, right? So some of this stuff we've been seeing in the works anyway. Like, it's been symposiums and like teams meetings about healthy and flexible options in the works already. So it's good to see some of this stuff start coming to a fruition and being brought up and spoken about.
You know what now, Dumbo, since you just read that out and just hit me, like, at every meeting that we go to, if you in some type of leadership position, you do an all hands call and say you the CNO or you who, you know, not generals, but admirals, or, you know, the Master Chief's Force Fleet, whoever. First question come out their mouth, man, is like barrack shit. Right? They talk about barracks. Then if you're on a ship, they talk about the food. Right? Yeah. Guess what? He got this in the Sailors First, but he talked about these things. Right? So again, that's another check mark for me. There's things that we always talk about. When you talk to sailors, this is the shit that they are talking about right there. The living and the eating, man. Those two things are huge, man. Especially on a ship I just came off of. That was the big deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you got it.
Effective immediately, the Secretary of the Navy has directed we convene a focused assessment of your uniform and sea bag. We will streamline uniform requirements to ensure you have affordable, available, and durable service clothing that you are proud to wear. The goal will be to reduce the number of uniforms while respecting our hard-earned tradition that makes our Navy so special. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to hear shit about no damn uniforms. You know what I mean? I mean, I do think we need something because these NW Type 3, I can't buy no freaking wear. But other than that, man, it's uniforms is man, how many uniforms I done been through, Dumbo? I can't even count no more, bro.
Well, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Like, it's too many. It's too many. We got too many uniforms. Like right now, you got people wearing type in the same picture at the same command sometimes. You got people wearing the new Tupacs. You got people wearing the Type 3s. You got people wearing NSUs, the NSU. Like, it's just too much uniform going on.
Yeah. I'm 100.
So it's just too much. And I really think they want to get rid of the NWU. I think somebody does not like the NWU and they want to get rid of it. But,
yeah.
But we'll see. It's funny. Like in our comments, I was watching two people go back and forth because somebody said NWUs in the comment, and the person was like, NWUs, like what uniform is that? I ain't seen no mandated uniform called NWUs. I'm like, yo, the shit people got time to discuss is crazy, bro. But it's like when people say cat card. Like I talked about it on a pod. Like I'm not a fan of that, so I get it. It says you have grown up in a digitally. Yeah, you just talked about clothing, right? So it says you grown up in a digitally connected world where disconnection means isolation. You have grown up in a digitally connected world where disconnection means okay, I got it. Disconnection means isolation. Therefore, I have mandated efforts to improve cell service on our installations and bring free Wi-Fi to all of our barracks. Okay, I'm happy that I read that twice because at first I thought it meant something different than it actually means. So it basically means if we get disconnected digitally, we feel isolated because that's the way that we've grown up. Really, he's talking to the next generation too and the next generation. But that's the way that we've grown up. So it says mandated efforts to improve cell service on our installation. Let's do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Please. Please. Every base I'm on, the cell service is horrible. It sucks. It's trash.
Yeah.
Please fix that.
I am surprised he didn't throw ships on there, man. I'm surprised. Like you say, installation. I'm surprised that because they got it. I mean,
I was gonna say ships might be good.
Yeah, ships might be. They having it now, so I'm just surprised that it's not on there. So, but yeah,
ships might not be a problem, bro. I don't know if ships a problem. This fucking these bases, bro, dead spots. It's bad. Like, why the base service got to be so bad? Like, at first, I was like, yeah, we got to be safe. You know what I mean? Like, I was just running somewhere in my Apple Watch. I was running somewhere on the base. My Apple Watch told me exactly where I was at the whole fucking run.
Yeah, man. Okay. Shit. Wi-Fi. Okay. I have also ordered changes to the nav admin process, ensuring our sailors are able to find clear and correct information in our singular location. We will not use nav admins to work around the effort required to properly change the base instructions any longer. Right? Bro, yeah. That is so, I mean, that's like huge. That, man. That's huge, bro. That's huge,
that
man.
Second part. The not using nav admins to work around changing instructions, that's huge.
Yeah. That's a big deal, man. That's one of the line when I was reading it, bro. I looked at that like, and we know if you in a position, man, that you have to try to figure something out, you know how many, hoops we have to jump through to try to make something happen is crazy. And everybody who's in cahoots with whatever you're trying to do, they know these instructions. They know this. Oh, you come to them. Oh, no, you got to go talk to so-and-so. Oh, no, come talk to them. Oh, no, you got to go talk to this person. Come on, man. I'm trying to take care of the sailor, bro.
Yeah, but even when you got things like SkillBridge, where you got to reference like 4 different nav admins to know everything that got to do with SkillBridge, or like most of these, it's a lot of programs where it's like, oh yeah, you get some of this information from this nav admin. You're going to get some of this inspiration from this mill purge. You're going to get some of this information from this Bupers instructor. So yes, yeah, we do need a place to just go in and get stuff. And like he said, you get lost in the fray if you read an instruction and you think you got all the information, but a nav admin came out a year after the instruction that updated information from the instruction. Yeah. You got to go mad different. So that's kind of what he's talking about. I think nav admins definitely need that nav admins aren't at an end state. Like they've been changed before. They wasn't even always called nav admins, so it's always time to change some things. And remember, this is like his version of Z-grams. Yeah. He was inspired by the Z-grams in doing all of this. It says, additionally, I've directed Navy leadership to revisit prior efforts such as sailor pay to ensure our previous corrective actions are still working so that each sailor is receiving a correct amount of pay and entitlements in a timely manner. I don't necessarily know. What's the background on that one?
I'm not sure either. If I was throwing darts right now, I would think we were talking about, we transfer PCS and stuff, making sure we getting our money together when we get there. I'm not totally sure. Entitlements.
All that shit that got to do with CPPAs has been reduced to what the TSCs and the RSC, whatever. Like all that stuff just been reduced so like to small groups and stuff that is kind of hard to process all that stuff at the same time. So hopefully he is talking about that now. And if he just talk about that money, that cash, somebody was just talking to me in the comments, and they were like, well, in our messages, and they was like, and I was like, man, I still think sellers need more money.
Yeah, man.
I still think, because he was like, we gonna feed them like world class athletes. I'm like, I still think we need more money. Like, and not necessarily, I don't care about me, but I'm talking about more junior ranks. Like they need more money.
Yeah, you're right about that, Dumbo. And I think we have to look at the equivalent sometime. And I know we talked about this before. You know what I mean? Like, what are people making in the civilian world, man? You know what I mean? I know it's a lot of more things you got to put in, in perspective, like, food and medical and dental and all that stuff. But I still think, hey, every civilian job, damn near got that capability too.
Yeah, right? But on the contrary, some of these civilians can't just get out of high school with a GED or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the best job. Some of them, it depends on what, it's always flash in the pan or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You are my priority and I need you focused on the fight. This is the first of many efforts to improve your quality of life. So stand by for what's coming next. And then he got some other stuff in there. I think that what stuff he believe in and stuff, right?
Yeah, built in the foundry, tempered in the fleet, forged to the fight. Admiral Daryl Cotto, 34th CNO sends. So that's how he ended it.
Yeah, man.
CNO sends. A lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it would be a call to action for like us to self-motivate too. Because he can't, like we talked about earlier at the top of this conversation, is he can inspire, he could say these things. He can't execute every actionable item here, right? We need people to execute the actionable items. We need people to use the resources. We need people to do whatever these fucking, like with surveys that might come out about it. I ain't mean to curse, right? But like the surveys that might come out about it. We need people to do all of that stuff to give the feedback. And we need these things to happen, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying, bro? You're right about that. Hey, I want to do X, Y, and Z in accordance with the CNO notes, man. Note 1, baby. You read it right here. I'm just trying to make things better, right? I'm just following guidance from the CNO, baby. Let's go. Let's work hard, man. We got a vision, man. Like, what we gonna do next? What's next? Right? What we doing? Like, what's next?
Yeah, and right? we need complicit young sellers too. Like, y'all, we need y'all too. We need y'all to, jump on board and give it a chance. We need y'all to give it a shot. I do that a lot with my young sellers, our young leaders. Yo, give me a shot. Don't count me out because of past issues and stuff like that. Give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And I also know this, not every single person is a saint. Not every single person is the person that's just wait. I saw a video on TikTok the other day about some sellers and they wasn't doing saint-worthy shit. You know what I mean? They was about to fight. It was like stuff going on. I'm like, these ain't the saints, man. Now these will be the people that's, at my door telling me somebody did them some wrong, but these people wasn't saints, man.
Yeah.
And all people kept saying was, like, where's the chief? Where's the chief? I'm like, yeah, you can blame the chief, but just because chief ain't there, that don't mean like y'all should be in there fighting. You know what I mean?
100, bro.
That's on a person. We talk about grown adults here. Like, if chief was here, if chief was there, they wouldn't be fighting. I'm like, we gotta stop trying to blame the leader every single. And I do that sometimes too, but not necessarily blame. I look at what the leader can own, right? Like, because this is what I would own, but you guys stop trying to blame the leader every single time, man. These people are there fighting each other.
And don't bring that shit to me either. I'm with you. Like, hey, you make that decision. You made that motherfucking decision, bro. Reality is reality, right? I'm not trying to point fingers nowhere. You throwing punches at chief and not, and you got nothing to do with that shit, or whatever the case may be. But you're right, though. I mean, you also, a spade is a spade too, though, right? So, when it comes to leadership and stuff like that, but the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I was a part of a case like that where I wasn't around and some shit happened, and I took a lot of blame for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have not been around. Like, he shouldn't have not been around like that. That wasn't how it worked.
When you don't actually push that button, but your ass in charge of it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Been there too. I've been there. Been there, man. Yeah, man. Shit, man. I wanted to talk to you real quick, but it's like real quick, man. Like I had this, I was looking at this real quick.
The game, y'all. You trying to catch the game. Game started. He tried to catch it.
Hey,
it's
man.
my team too, and I'm like, man, we gotta hit the hour mark at least.
Yeah. I got this thing, man. I was listening to people talk. It was a radio station. I listened to them talk, man. And they was talking about impact, right? And they was talking about how like artist or rapper or football player or sports, anybody, they want to come in and they want to be impactful day one, mm-hmm. Right? And they need time. We have sailors that want to come in and be impactful day one, right? So my question is, can they be impactful that quickly? My answer to this, I'm gonna get your answer first. What do you think about the impactful? Like, do it take some experience? Do it take some time? Or can you come in and be impactful?
Yeah. Day one, of course. Yep. That's easy. Easy day. You come in day one and be impactful. Even if you're not about to make major changes, you could come in and be impactful just from who you are, how you carry yourself, how you carry it. Day one.
Yeah. And I agree with you 100%. And people think when I say impactful, I might be talking about knowing all the systems. No, not necessarily knowing all the systems. How about having a good attitude? Right? You know what I mean? How about giving effort? Right? Because those things kind of like bleed off sometimes, man. People see that and people are like, oh yeah, let me follow that. I like that. You know what I mean? Let's go knock this out. So it's more to it when you come out day one and talking about being that impactful, man. So I was looking at this thing. They talking about how these, like, a lot of young people get down on themselves real quickly because they come in and not impactful. But you know what?
Oh yeah, like especially like the younger, like Gen Z type stuff and all that. Or
yeah. And when they
feel like they feel useless. Yeah. I heard that too. I heard about that.
Yeah. So just remember, it's different ways to be impactful, man. It's different ways, man.
Yeah. I mean, impact your corner. Impact your little bubble first. Do that first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then stretch out. Like have people kind of talk about you. Like, oh man, like, hey, PS2 is dope. He helped me out here. And then that's kind of how you bleed through. You don't have to be the person that get in front of the entire command and just automatically, like, when I go to my next job, it's going to be my job to get in front of the command and talk to everybody, right?
Yeah.
I already know that that's not where my impact is going to come from, no matter how motivational I am up there or whatever happens up there, right? And I'm probably not going to be super motivational up there because that's not me. That's more like a you thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's not me and my personality. I know I could get up in front of a group and motivate them, but a lot of what I'm going to be doing in front of the group is like command driven stuff. Where I'm going to really come in impactful is in them one-on-one conversation. That's how I'm going to build with the sellers. I already started, when I was there before, because that's who I am. And then as I build one-on-one, then when we come together, in front the command, I've now built so much one-on-one with people that the impact is there and they know me and they know who I am.
Yeah.
And that starts day one. It already started for me. You know what I mean? And then now it's like for us, and even for the young sellers that's going to commands, and I don't mean very junior, I mean like the second classes, third class, that been somewhere before. Look at those fucking programs. Look at the things that you've seen work well where you was at before and figure out, hey, like, what's going on here? To the young EM, like, hey, y'all ain't doing that right. Or the young MA, hey, we could do this differently. I've done this a little different. Don't be the throw your last command in people's face person, because people don't like that either. But, but inject. I call it, it's a book. It's called The Spook Who Sat by the Door. And I'm not going to get on no pro-black stuff because that ain't what it's about right now. But I call it, infiltrate. That's what that's been my like motivation everywhere I've been to before, of course, being a CMC. Is like, I want to infiltrate the culture here. Like, I don't want to slap you in the face with the changes, but I want to slowly inject these little changes in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what it's about too, though, man. Like I got something that I want to do, man. I haven't even talked to the command about, man. I want to, on the ship, man, we was doing some, on the ship the CMC was doing, man. I want to like take it, to this command. And I talked to the CO about it, man. And he was like, hey, when I first got there, he was asking me something that I want to kind of do. And I had this thing. I said, I want to do like, it's called, I want to call it like Coffee and Thoughts, right? Where I have sailors come in and we just have an open conversation about any and everything, right? For like, 15 minutes or whatever, right? And, man, like a couple of days go by, maybe a week go by, man. And it's like, he's not going to be in. So it's like one of those things where we ain't going to see each other for like 30 days, right? And so he was like, hey, man, I'm looking forward to Coffee and Thoughts. I said this shit like 2 weeks ago, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he's looking forward to it, man. So that kind of inspired me even more to like get in and get some shit going, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. But you're right. Interject some things in there. Don't try to go in and change the world, man. Interject yourself here and there and make some small changes, man.
Yeah, I got a thought to do something like that too. I'm also going to do something like that with my Chiefs. I had a conversation with Raymond Kemp. He gave me an idea, something like that to do with my Chiefs. All right, before we go, we're going to hit the hour mark, y'all. We're going to hit the hour mark. But before we go, I have a book. It's called Leadership and Self-Deception, 4th edition, The Secret to Transforming a bunch of stuff, right? It's by the Arbinger Institute, but it's called Leadership and Self-Deception. That's what people normally call it. I liked it. A lot of it I've now got from going to the outward mindset classes and the outward leadership classes. So a lot of the core concepts that come from the book, I already had them, and I listened to the podcast, and a lot of what the podcast is, they do it too. The book is pretty much a fictional story about a company where two people clash, butt heads, whatever like that. But these people come in to coach and help them become a better company. And all of these theories and all of these theories about things, are in this book. And I'm reading this book specifically because I'm about to go to a command and I'm going to have to be involved in changing the culture. Right. So I was reading this to kind of help me put things into perspective. I probably gave this book a 3 out of 5 because most of the concepts that might have been fresh to somebody who didn't already go to Outward Mindset, Outward Leadership, or listen to the podcast, I already knew them. So I think that's kind of why I gave it a 3 out of 5. But I definitely recommend this book if you haven't been to any of those things. And this would be like your first time getting like some of the concepts from Outward Mindset. I definitely recommend you get this Leadership and Self-Deception book. And again, like I said before, that Thinking Outward podcast. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Leading Outward is called. I definitely recommend that thing, man. I check that out. I'm reading another book right now called Change the Culture, Change the Game. And then the next book I got is called Military Culture Shift, bro.
Shit. I'm gonna write that one down. That sounds like me right there. Military Culture Shift.
Yeah. I just know, what I'm going into, and I want to be well prepared, at least in my brain, before I start getting hit with, I got hit with something today while I'm on leave. Somebody, hey, I just want you to know what you're coming into, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Like, hey, my mindset is about winning, man. So whatever at all costs, baby, we gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it happen as a team too. So let's do it, man. Hey, we made it to the hour mark, team. Hey, I just want you guys to know, man, keep looking us. Damn, I messed all that up. Well, my tongue got all twisted up there, man. But hey, subscribe for us, man. Listen to us. Give us some views. Talk to us, man. Talk to us, man.
What we need is a review on Apple Podcasts. That's what we need. I'm begging you, please. Review us. If you listen to us on Apple, take a second and give us a little review. It's been a while,
Yeah.
If you don't, we're going to put them disabled vets on your ass.
What? You talking to me?
I say, hey, my brother, can you hand me that real fast,
bro? You talking to me? You talking to me? A veteran? I'm a motherfucking 100% disabled veteran. Bro, United States Navy. Man, you talking to me like that? You know who you talking to, motherfucker?
And I put that on M-Fast, D-Fast, and your mama ass. Yeah.
Leave my man Tomo alone and leave the disabled vets alone.
I'm here to tell you, man. Here to tell you, Mississippi, stand up.